back to another day of living in the new house. This is the last day of my week off, technically, though it's still a weekend, and trying to make a blitz of progress before Elizabeth gets here next week. It's also Elizabeth's birthday today, so waiting for her to wake up, and then we'll reveal the writing on the wall. But yeah, I've just been down to Screwfix and picked up the new brick remover tool, carbide bit. So we're going to give this a quick test. And the name of the game today is to actually try and get the rest of this finished all the way up to the roof, ideally. We'll see how it goes in terms of brick setting times and everything else like that. But without further ado, I'm going to shut up and we're going to go test this tool. I think it's definitely quicker. That brick came out easy. Whether it was worth the 40 quid I spent on it in place of using a drill bit for this job, I don't know. But it's definitely quicker. We're getting better and better and better. That was more bricks quicker, and I'd argue and say that's even neater than the stuff we've done previously as well. So very pleased with that. Stepping outside for a second because the plumber's just arrived and it's getting noisy and their outage is cracking on. But yeah, what I've learned is that in much the same way as like plastering, just get it on. It's the same with the mortar, bang way too much on so it squidges out and then swipe it off. Like, I probably wouldn't pass in the trade because I'm using too much mortar, but I'm finding I'm getting a much better finish, much better interfaces, so it's a better way of doing things. But we're going to leave that to set for a minute now before we put some more of the insulation behind it. Plumber needs me to lift a few more floorboards, so we're going to clear that back bedroom and get those boards up for him. We'll come back, put the insulation down, and then we'll chibble out some more bricks and then work our way up closer towards the ceiling. That was an absolute harmony of multi-tools going off, because both Alex and I were multi-tooling different parts of floorboards up, and we were getting a beautiful harmony of as though we're buzzing away, which you won't have seen in the time lapse. What I'm up to now is I'm just in the garage. I've actually managed to free up a little bit of space down here, and I'm going to get some more of those bricks in because I'm running out for bricking up the fireplace. So we're going to get that in. We're going to get the other bag of loft insulation. There's a few bits of other junk which are going down the tip then. That frees up the rest of this floor space if I restack those bricks up there, and all that scrap that's sitting at the back of my room at the moment, or back of the living room. I can actually bring that up in here, which is going to free up so much more space inside. So we're going to ferry a few bits around, hopefully before it starts raining. And then we're going to shove some more insulation down the back of the fireplace and probably go for the next layer of taking bricks out and putting more bricks back in. Been a day of mammoth progress. Let's walk through all the updates for the day. I haven't got my tripod, so you can have some funky camera angles here. We've got this far up with the brickwork now. We've got to get the insulation behind that when it dries, but that sounds like a tomorrow problem to me. What else have we got? My ma has cleaned the kitchen area, so it's looking much better, with the exception that the plumber had to run some of the pipes he needed down here, so we have just made a little bit of a mess down there, but everything is clean in here now. Dad's made some good progress from mowing the garden and digging up some of the ants' nests that are in there. I've brought some more bricks in. We've done a load of insulation behind that part of the brick wall. What else have we got going on? Most of the updates is the plumber making up for lost ground upstairs now as well. So we now have that board temporarily in place with the pipes for the hall radiator in. We have all the copper for the sink and that radiator now not plumbed in, but at least ran in there. We have the pipework now ran for the rear radiator. I'm going to have to balance my way across these joists because we've taken out even more floorboards. But yeah, we've got the hot and cold feed, well, the feed and return now for the radiator that's going over there now ran in, and then the pipework all clipping under the floor there. Pipework's now in for the third room radiator as well, with some other feeds running up into the loft. And if I jump back over the joist trap of doom, we also now have the holes in the wall for the shower fitting. So top level control is the dial with the temperature on it, the screen with the temperature on it, and then the dial for controlling everything down there. That's where the handheld shower piece is going to go into there. So yeah, we've also planned out a little bit more route of upstairs stuff as well now. So we've had a really, really good day of progress. Plumber's made up for lost ground, which is good. He's hopefully going to be back tomorrow and Tuesday, so we can get there. I'm at the stage now where we can actually start putting boards back down. So he's recommended actually just planing the bottom of some floorboards, which I may have a go at to go over that beam. So we'll have a look at doing that. I can put this board back in as well because it's no longer needed, but those ones around the pipework need to stay back up. That then means at that stage, if I clear the rest of the junk out of here then, Jack's going to come over tomorrow and we're going to put the plasterboard up on that wall just so that wall's covered. I should then be able to get the bed back in here, and we're in place to actually be able to start moving gradually back in, especially once that shower is sort of semi in place, because then I can just clean it out and get back to using that, and then it becomes livable again. So we are getting there. We are nearly going to be back in the door and living in here, which is good. One thing I have got to do is I have got to speak with the boys at Spectrum Electrical and just see if I can potentially, they've got another rewire in the week coming up now, but I may potentially just speak to them and see if I can get them to nip round the weekend. Because if Alex makes some good progress on the plumbing, then ideally we want to be able to get the power onto the immersion and boiler and everything else up there. Because then that means like we can get everything back in, and hopefully in the next couple of weeks we can get some heating on, at least in the upstairs section of the house on zone 1 upstairs. Because it is starting to get a little bit colder now. And Elizabeth, all being a hardy Canadian, is not used to the damp cold that you get over here, so she will be getting quite chilly, so we're trying to get that on. But yeah, she's had a good birthday. She's just been out for a drive, starting to get a little bit homesick now, obviously because it's only a week, less than a week, literally. This time next week we'll be here. Yeah, so she's starting to get a little bit homesick about leaving Canada now, so we've had a quick chat, which was nice. But she's had a good birthday so far, and I'm sure we'll make up for it with birthday shenanigans when she's back. But yeah, I'm going to leave it there for today. Really happy with the progress today. I am back to work tomorrow, so the vlog content will be resuming in terms of evening content rather than full day content. But there's still hopefully plenty of progress we will be making. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you all in tomorrow's vlog.